Galina Polonskaya joins us from Moscow. Good morning, Galina. We've heard this morning from the news agency Interfax that Russia is sending more missiles to the Crimean Peninsula. I mean, is this a moment-by-moment escalation that we're seeing here?
Good morning, Bill. Yes, even if Russia denies the one-sided militarization of the region in the Azov and Black Seas, it seems that it is growing its military muscles there. The new portion of S-400 surface-to-air missile systems will be deployed to Crimean Peninsula, as Interfax agency reports. This anti-aircraft missile division will be delivered to a permanent deployment station there, according to a Defense Ministry source quoted by Interfax, and according to the reports, it will become operational by the end of this year, which means very soon. So the situation on the ground is changing very fast, Bell.
And Galina, we heard Petro Poroshenko in the interview with Richard Engel there saying that he is preparing for war.
Well, the Kremlin will say that if there is a war, Russia will never be the first one to start it. Yesterday I've spoken with Konstantin Kosachev, the chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee of the Upper House of Parliament. He told me that Russia in no way will be the one to initiate the military confrontation, but he said that Russia is ready for any scenarios. He said once again that this provocation in the Kerch Strait was initiated by Ukraine in order for Ukraine to solve various problems like the status of Crimean Peninsula, like the situation in the east of Ukraine, and first of all, according to Kosachev, the elections. He thinks that Mr. Poroshenko will be using such slogans as Ukraine is surrounded by the enemies in order to win, and Russia does not, according to Kosachev, see any threat in this martial law which is implemented in several regions of Ukraine today. But Kosachev underlined that if Ukraine decides to use force, Russia will surely give a very strong answer. Let's take a listen. So Russia says that it will not start the military confrontation, but it is growing its military muscles in the region bordering with Ukraine.
All right, thank you very much. Galina Polonskaya there in Moscow, and we're going to cross over.
Russia will be building a new missile early warning radar station in Crimea next year, a source told Interfax agency today. This station will be able to track missiles from a long distance. It will be constructed near Sevastopol, where the Russian Black Fleet is based, and earlier Interfax also reported that Russia will be constructing a new monitoring system which will be able to track hundreds of targets at the sea in order to protect Russian maritime border, and it will be able to track the targets to understand how they move, to figure out its coordinates. And yesterday the Russian Defense Ministry announced that more S-400 surface-to-air missile systems will be brought to Crimea. They will become operational at the end of this year. So Russia is sending some very strong signals to the rest of the world that it will be protecting as it regards its own territory and its own waters.
Galina Polonskaya reporting there with the latest from Moscow. Thank you.